Here's how you can enable the always on display settings and as well change settings such as the clock style and what will show and how it will show on your always on display slash your lock screen. This is for the Galaxy A34 smartphone with One UI 5.0. Let's get started. From the home screen, you can use the quick panel access and look for the always on display toggle in this section here. If you just so happen to not see it, you can press on this plus right here to add more buttons or toggles. You'll look in the top section here, browse across until you see always on display, and this is it right here. You'll long press it, bring it over here. You can place it on the second page or bring it over to the first page. Press done when you're finished, and now you'll have access to the always on display to turn it on and off at any given time. You can also long press it and that'll take you into the main settings of always on display. And or if you don't want to do all that, you just simply want to work your way with the settings and never go back there again, you can use the quick panel access, go to settings, and from the main settings, go down to where it says lock screen. This right here, you'll also see always on display so you know you are in the right place. Once there now, you want to go down until you see always on display. You can turn it on from here, but I would recommend you dive into it to get an idea of what other settings there is for you. So as you turn it on, the first set of options is when the always on display will show. So tap to show basically is when you're on the lock screen here and you have a single tap there, that's going to wake up your phone and place you on the always on display. Okay. If you want to show it all the time, that's up to you, but that's going to drain your battery life, but it will move every now and then to avoid screen burns. You got show as a schedule. And basically this here means that you'll have to set a time as to when it's going to turn on AM and PM and when it's going to turn off AM or PM on its own automatically. And that's when you have the schedule set up, okay? And then of course, you can just have it to show only for new notifications, and that's up to you. And you wanna make sure you enable lock screen notifications for that to show, okay? So I'll just set it as show always so I can show you in the end how it looks. Then you got the clock style here. The clock style will take you here to the usual clocks here. You can tap here to get some more there if you are interested in that there. And of course, you also can change the color setup of the always on display clock here itself. But if you don't want just a clock, you can go to where it says image here and you can choose a sticker. If you have the AR emojis set up or the Bitmojis there, you can actually add one of those there or even choose a image from your gallery and have it set as your always on display. Okay. So if I go here now and just as a quick example here, I'll go ahead and select one of these here so you can see how it looks. I'll go with the heart here. And of course, be sure to press done so that you can actually have it saved. You got show music information. This will work for the Samsung music player. If you have your music player currently set and playing a song and this is enabled, it will also show you the controls on your always on display to go forward, back, backtrack, or pause your music, okay, while on the always on display. And then the style in terms of orientation, whether in portrait mode or in landscape mode, okay? So other than that, with all settings here, you got your auto brightness. And then now when I go into the lock screen mode here, this will be your new always on display, okay? And yes, you can come back now and change that style if you just so happen to just not like it, all right? And then also turn it off from here, or if you did enable the quick toggle and disable it, and then that should be it. So like and sub, and thanks for watching.